I think Moses is the most hardworking leader. Moses was born in a family of slaves, but his effort and hard working allowed him to become a great leader. He has been a leader for more than 40 years in his whole life. In his story, I can feel his honesty, forward-looking, and I found his competence and inspiring. Although he had expected once, he still returned it to Egypt to confess his faults. He was pushing all Hebrews to leave Egypt. He also mentioned their future outlooking. Despite this, the Hebrews already had been slaves for their whole life, so they have no hope. Moses was still trying to encourage them to leave Egypt to go to the good land. His words were not clever. He had a serious language barrier. But he overcame this weakness. Finally, he became the greatest leader. When Moses returned to Egypt, the Hebrews didn't welcome him because he is a traitor to them. He had abandoned them, but he still tried to convince everyone to follow him. Even though he had a language barrier, he mentioned a better place and a land flowing with milk and honey. There nobody becomes slaves anymore. He told everyone that following him out of Egypt was the right choice. A bright future was waiting for them. His hard work convinced everyone. Finally, everyone embraced him as the leader of Hebrews. Moses was not just challenged to obtain the trust of the Hebrews. When Moses left Midian, he immediately went to the palace to ask to see the Pharaoh. He asked him to release all Hebrews. The process is very difficult because this negotiation will make the Pharaoh lose a lot of his labor force. No one will easily let it go. The things of he thinks is his own. So the Pharaoh's attitude is very tough. At the first negotiation, Moses changed the camel into a snake to show his power, but he failed. He learned this act didn't convince the Pharaoh. He changed it to the other ways to negotiation with the Pharaoh. Even though he buried the risk of being killed, finally he succeeded to get the permission of the Pharaoh, and he led all the Hebrews out of Egypt. I believe that the person who born in mediocre still can be a great leader. He worked it hard and through these efforts become a great leader. He's not only found his goal, but he also brings hope and future to thousands of the people. In the end, he contributes all his life to lead the Hebrews. He also left the 10 Commandments to future generals. He's not only considered about now, but he also considered about the future. That's why I think he's the greatest leader in the world.